there, so how are we all doing? Not much of a video really to show you. So last time I recorded, it was me and my dad, and we were messing around with the new Welder. Now I've been trying to do some practice welds with that, getting used to it, and I am actually struggling with it. So it doesn't really matter on the settings, the wire doesn't seem to be feeding through properly, and then when it does feed through, it burns back very quickly regardless of the settings. I've adjusted the gas, I've adjusted the speed, I've adjusted the ampage, and I think I might be dealing with some rusty wire. So I'll turn the camera around, show you what I'm dealing with, and show you what hopefully we're going to be sorting out. This has turned into a restoring a MIG welder episode when I really don't want to be doing any of this, but needs must. So quickly show you what we're up to. Yeah, don't laugh, but I've welded both sides, messing around just with all the settings. Some's better than others. I mean, I have stuck metal together, but the problem I was getting was that it was just start, stop. And so I couldn't get a good flow on things. A couple have come out quite well. I've worked both sides here. Hey Google, switch on lights. So, yeah, I mean, it's not too horrendous in places, but it's just not consistent, and that's what I'm struggling with. I bought some new welding wire. In fact, I might even be able to show you. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of a mess in here. Oh. I've got the gas off. So, there you go. That should be running, but it's not pulling out at all. Let me just see how I left the settings in here. So, oh, I know why, yeah. So last time I tried, the wire snapped. I think I got the tension too high. There it is there. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is fairly rusty. So I have got a new, not a huge reel, but I've got another reel. Let's change this over, because as I run my I think at first it was working okay. See, I think that's rust on my fingers. And that's probably because the bit of wire that was in the sheath was probably relatively protected. But the stuff that's here, I don't know if you can see it there. To me, that looks like it's rusted out a little bit. And this rust, I think, is causing the wheels to slip. I mean, I have fiddled around with these as well. This roller here was rather sticky. I mean, it does run. It's just not running consistently. So I'm going to change the wire over and see how we get on. Just to give you a better idea of why I think it's rusty. I think, well, you can see it's rusty, I think. I mean, that's got to be rust, surely. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to make it slippier, because obviously it's a bit dusty, I guess. Underneath, it doesn't seem to be so bad. Maybe I can pull some of this off to retain some of it. I don't know, I mean, there's an awful lot here. But in the meantime, I've got some nice shiny new stuff. Not as much, but I'm sure it'll be good enough. So I'm going to get this all spooled up. Taking that out. It's on the right setting there. So yeah, let's see how we go. There they are, side by side. So yeah, I think I'm dealing with some rusty wire. So hopefully this may fix my problems. Right, so we're back on. Got a little bit of tension on there, not full tension, top tension. This is how I picked it up. So I believe the settings would have been right. I mean, straight away I can feel that compared to the other wire, it's so much smoother, it's so much easier. I'm wondering whether not only was it struggling to push through here, but also because of the rust. I mean, it's very, very noticeable. There's a lot more friction in the wire, therefore it's finding it hard to push through as well. So let's see how we get on. So let's see if this all works. So before, it used to slow down at this point. You could actually hear the motor labouring as it was pushing through. I'm not hearing as much, really any of that, which is encouraging. You can hear it there. See, it slowed down a little bit there. Let's see if it keeps going. Ah, brilliant. Okay, well, I'm going to give this a little go, see how we get on, but I think we've made, oh well, we, sod it. We've made things better. So, yeah, I'm going to do some practice welds just to see what difference we've created. Right, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I think we're all starting to realise that I'm an idiot, but I am an idiot. I left the valve open when I last did this. So I've lost all my CO2. Well done me. So I can't test this because you need gas. I can't do anything without it. It will just splutter and spit. I might as well just use the old one. So that is a big pain in the bum and a waste of time and really frustrating. Yeah, they're all on 0. I went to go and undo it because it was there and I was like, oh. Went to undo it and I thought, hang on a minute, there's no resistance. It was about 1/4 of a term. What a prat. What a total prat. And for those wondering, look, I've got bunnies as well. For those that hate animals, you can switch off now. There's going to be no more car videos, but there's a bunny. Hello. Hello. Very cute. Oh, and there's Phoebe lounging on the trampoline. Right, so I think I'm going to do something. I'm probably going to cut out the next panel on the car, measure it up. Because I think my thoughts are to get this little bit repaired off and then put the floor back in and then tip the car over and work from the car on its side. I think that's the best way to get to everything. But I do need to get that little bit there sorted. So I'm going to make a panel up now and then maybe I'm going to weld that up with the old welder. Be a bit messy, but it's better than nothing. Well, that was a short video really, wasn't it? So I've run out of time messing around. I feel like I'm achieving nothing at the moment, but I've managed to get that tacked in place. It needs sorting out and tidying up. It's still flux core, but it's in there, which is good. So next job, maybe tomorrow on the way back from work, I can get some more gas. And then next job really, I think, is going to put the new floor pan in. And the reason is that all this is very vulnerable and needs doing. And also this, I can't lie underneath it to try and weld that. I'm going to have to tip this thing on its side somehow. I literally might just tip it, but I know you can get frames, or I might be able to jig a frame up out of timber and a scaffold pole and things. So I'll put my thinking cap on before I do that. But really, I need to get this all back together so it's strong, because tipping it around and moving it about, it's going to put a lot of stress through here that it really can't take at the moment. The chassis is not so bad that it's going to fall to pieces, but the way the bodywork is at the moment, it really can't take much twisting or bending. So I've got everything I need over there for floor pan and sills and posts, and it might be nice to see something going back in rather than struggling with what I'm doing at the moment. Although some progress has been made, it hasn't exactly been blistering, has it? And I think that's mainly down to access and mainly down to not being able to get to things very right or efficiently. So let's have a little look at what we can do for the floor pan. I mean, that's not going to be much fun. I'm going to have to lift the cab up at the back here. There's really not too much welding. There isn't too much welding to do straight away. I have to weld in this tunnel here. And then I have to get bolts in onto the chassis here and bolts into this, bolts into the chassis here, and it bolts into this sort of extension piece. There is a weld, where is it? There, that will need doing. You can see the old one that was taken out. And there is a weld at the front here. All of this gets welded, which needs sorting out. But I think that's the next thing I need to do. And then at least I can start putting things back together. I've explored as much as I can with the chassis for the time being. I really need to, like I say, get on its side and have a really close look at it. So there we are. Maybe that's one for the weekend. Got a bank holiday coming up. So thanks for watching. Hopefully I can get some gas and, crack on with it properly. Cheers.